Happy Friday, fellow YouTubers. As you may know, today, unlike some of my other YouTube videos, I am sitting at a table right now. So, and usually I would sit on that couch during most of my YouTube videos. So today, I'm going to sit in this table because I have something to show you. Because in honor of one of my favorite years of my entire life. And it will celebrate its 10th anniversary in the coming months. So, and as you may know, I have a little surprise and a little presentation to show all of you. So, I'm going to turn around the papers and... Oh, hold on. It's not all of it. Voila! And as you may know, those are pictures that I've done in computer graphics class during my senior year in high school. And as you may know, during my final year in high school, I used to have computer graphics class during 5th period with Mr. Doug Miller, who I'm giving a special shout out to, and thanking me for and I'm also going to thank him for the wonderful time in 3D graphics class. So, and as you may know, these computer graphics pics are featuring of cartoon characters of movies and television. So as you may know, the first one that I have is Courage the Cowardly Dog. And as you may know, Courage the Cowardly Dog is one of my favorite characters on Cartoon Network and also one of my favorite shows on Cartoon Network. It's about a little pink dog who lives in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, with his owners, Muriel and Eustace Bagg. He is an extremely timid dog who encounters dangers and also foes, and that's one of the first cartoon character that I've done when I started computer graphics back when I was in my senior year back in high school. So we're going to start off with Courage the Cowardly Dog, or Courage. And as you may know, I do a really good Courage impersonation. The things I do for love. Oh! And I even do Eustace's voice also. Stupid dog. Ooga booga booga. Alrighty, so we're going to move on now. Next up we have, oh good grief, we have Charlie Brown. And Charlie Brown's one of my favorites. And you know my Uncle Bill loves the Peanuts gang, and I think I made an extra copy of Charlie Brown for my Uncle Bill back when I was in my senior year in high school. Yeah, I did a pretty good job with Charlie Brown. Oh, good grief. You blockhead. Yeah, Charlie Brown's a pretty cool guy, a cool character. He appeared in a lot of Peanuts comic strips. He also appeared in a lot of holiday specials, starting with the Charlie Brown Christmas. I would watch a lot of the Peanuts holiday specials from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas. With It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown Christmas, etc. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is one of my favorite Charlie Brown specials. And you know, my uncle loves the Peanuts, and I even made an extra copy. Speaking of which, I gotta make extra copies of these and maybe sell them one day. And I'm thinking about also buying photo frames to hang up on my wall. Photo frames on Amazon to put the pictures in. All right, next up we have Eric Cartman, one of the 4 main characters from South Park, an adult animated sitcom about 4 potty mouth 3rd, later 4th graders named Cartman, Kyle, Kenny, and Stan. So that's Cartman. He's the meanest of the 4. He usually picks on Kyle. So I did a pretty good Cartman though. And speaking of which, I also do Cartman's voice also. Hey guys, respect my authority. Okay, yeah, and I do a lot of good voice impersonations. And yeah, I did a pretty good Cartman. Okay, and next up we have, wait for it. My name is Shake Zula, the Mike Ruler, the old schooler. You want a trip? I'll bring it to ya. Yep, that's Master Shake, one of the three main characters from Cartoon Network on the Cartoon Network adult animated block, Adult Swim, which started back in 2001. And as you may know, Shake is one of the three main characters, along with Frylock and Meatwad. And as you may know, Master Shake is the meanest of the three. He is usually he's really abusive to Meatwad, and sometimes he can be abusive towards Frylock. So, and usually he gets some comeuppance in the end. So, and I did a pretty good Shake. Yeah, he's pretty good though. I mean, he was also my favorite character in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Number one in the hood, Jay. All right, and as you may know, next up we have, as you may know, that's a character from Gogo. I mean, character from a Looney Tunes spin-off called Tiny Toon Adventures. And that's a character who almost resembles a dodo. You know that cartoon from Porky and the character from the Looney Tunes or Merry Melodies cartoon, Porky and Wacky Land, and also its color remake, Doe for the Dodo. So that character is called Gogo. He is actually a pupil of the dodo from Tiny Toon Adventures. And it was a Looney Tunes spin-off. And I did a pretty good job. So, moving on now. Okay, next up we have another South Park character, Stan. He's one of the four main characters from South Park, alongside with Cartman, Kyle, and Kenny. He is Kyle's best friend. And, yeah, that's Stan. Next up we have the football head, Hey Arnold. Arnold. And as you may know, the Jungle movie just came out a couple years ago. So, it's actually meant to be a true series finale to the Hey Arnold series. And as you may know, in that movie, Arnold's last name was revealed as Shortman. And even though Helga calls him a football head, move it, football head! And you know Hey Arnold is one of my favorite shows on Nickelodeon, next to Rugrats, Doug, and Ren and and Rocko's Modern Life. And you know I love 90s Nickelodeon, and I did a pretty good job with Hey Arnold. And you know, one day I'm thinking about buying frames for my work on Amazon and maybe make copies or maybe make more characters one day for just like what I've done in high school. Maybe like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Popeye, maybe the Ninja Turtles. Well, we'll find out. All right, next up we have...
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastards!
Yep, that's Kenny from South. That's yet another South Park character. This time we have Kenny, and usually in the earlier seasons, Kenny dies a lot, and Kenny is one of the four main characters from South Park, but usually almost every of the earlier episode or older episodes, Kenny would die a lot, and Stan and Kyle would say,
"Oh my God, they killed Kenny! You bastards!"
All right, and last up we have Mr. Magoo, the blind guy. And you know, Mr. Magoo is a blind guy, and here's a little trivia for all of you. The guy who voiced Mr. Magoo was Jim Backus. He played Thurston Howell, a.k.a. the millionaire, on Gilligan's Island. So, that's all of my work right there. And maybe one day I'm thinking about making extra copies. And one day I'm thinking about make more more cartoon characters, like how I did back in computer graphics class. And wonder what document or application I used when I made the characters, because I can't remember what I made them on. So, and maybe one day I'm thinking about making more of the characters like I did on that application when I did on computer graphics class with Mr. Miller. And a big shout out to Mr. Miller, my computer graphics teacher during my senior year in high school. And I'm thinking about making more characters using that application, that same application one day. Maybe if it's updated, like maybe like characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Popeye, maybe Scooby and the Gang, the Ninja Turtles, He-Man, and maybe some anime characters like Astro Boy, Goku from DBZ, and many more. And you know I also love anime also. So, and I did a pretty good job with my work right there. And maybe in the near future, if I can find that, maybe ask about that application one day, maybe I'll make those more characters. And once I buy the frames on Amazon in the near future, I'm gonna hang them up on my bedroom wall to remember my final days of high school. So, and as usual, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm saying hello and a big shout out to Mr. Miller. And stay safe, everyone, and see you next time.